What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are playing more of The Last of Us DLC Left Behind. My name is Jorna, that's Jorna. And we are about to die. So, there's this weird kiss between Riley and Ellie. And then all of a sudden the zombies attack. Something to prop, something to prop. What the fuck am I supposed to use? Oh, here we go. Come on. Push that shit. Nice shot.
Let's move.
Where exactly are we going? I need my backpack. Where's... Oh, I'm right there! Should we call up Dora the Explorer with backpack?
Ellie, you with me? Yeah, I'm right behind you. Keep running.
Get off me. Fuck you. Fuck you. One more time. I'm coming, baby girl. Knifey, knifey. A lot of stabbing going on. That guy didn't even look like he was infected.
Alright. Come on. Up the stairs. The scaffolding? That's our way out.
I wonder how good the multiplayer is with this. I never really bothered with the multiplayer. This was not a...
Infected!
Didn't seem like a multiplayer game.
This way. Go, 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 go! They're getting closer!
But the way that this is...
Follow me!
The way this is playing out seems very... Like a very... I wouldn't say cooperative, but very multiplayer stylish. Wow, that was a weak fucking jump.
There's an open window!
That's not a window, that's just a full-on doorway. But this plays back to the very beginning of the main storyline where you're, after your car crashes and you're trying to outrun everybody. Whee! Oh, well, you're unconscious now. That's what we call a concussion. But if she gets bit anyways, what does this matter? Hap. Get over there. Stab. Stab. Jesus. A little visceral, don't you think, Naughty Dog?
I think it's clear.
You killed 2 of them when there was like hundreds coming at you.
Ellie, your arm.
I'm fine. See, I'm immune.
No, 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 no.
Me too. Well, that's not good business for anybody. Now we have to play, what was it, Trauma Center, Under the Knife?
I'm kind of an expert. Ish.
You've repaired impaled people before?
Just stay calm. Stay calm.
You know, I could have used those pots to grow something, but, no, it's okay.
There's some more stuff over there you can break.
Fuck you, Riley. Yeah, just rub it in your eyes. Make sure that you definitely get infected.
What are we gonna do?
The way I see it, we got 2 options. Option 1. We take the easy way out. It's quick and painless.
What's option 2?
I'm not a fan of option 1. 2. We fight.
Fight for what?
Fight for the infected.
We're gonna turn into one of those things.
ways we should have died before today. And a million ways we can die before tomorrow. But we fight for every second we get to spend with each other. Whether it's 2 minutes or 2 days, we don't give that up.
Wow, we just got super depressing.
I don't want to give that up. My vote? Let's just wait it out. You know, we can be all poetic and just lose our minds together.
That sounds very familiar. Did Ellie say that in the main game?
What's option 3?
Sorry. Come on. Let's get out of here.
Just keep rubbing that blood in your eyes. Maybe next time you can just drink it. I'm not sure how I feel about this. So here's my first concern. One is that if I had to pay, I don't know how much the DLC cost when it first came out. Obviously, you know, I'm playing the remastered edition on PlayStation 4, which came with all the DLC and all the extra shit, whatever. But if this was on PlayStation 3 and I paid $60 for this game, and then I had to pay what is a standard DLC price of, I'm going to say $20, because that's usually what a DLC package costs, or at least I guess I should say a, what's the word I'm looking for, a complete DLC package, so that you get everything. So let's say, you know, you're basically paying $80 for the core game and the subscription fee. I'd be a little bit disappointed. I feel like that there should have been a little bit more, I don't know what the word is, a little bit more meat on the bones, I guess. It seemed very short. The story was not amazing. It was very interesting. I feel like that there was like another like 30 minutes of content that should have been in there. The way that it just ends. The way they're just like, well, we're bit. Okay. And they just kind of disappear. Like, it doesn't really say what happened to Riley. I know that they mentioned it in the primary game, but they don't really go in detail. And that's what I was kind of hoping for, is that they would go into a little bit more detail and talk about this. You know, Ellie is such a great character, and they could have developed her so much more, and they opted not to. I don't know if it was a time thing, or if it was a money thing, or some combination of both and other factors. But they just... I just really wanted more out of it. I mean, now this isn't to say that the primary game was bad. I mean, the primary game was freaking awesome. But this sub-story was just very mediocre. I am glad that they did kind of explain a little bit of what happened to Joel, because like in the main game, Joel gets impaled, and then, you know, it just snap cuts to, you know, 3 months later, where they're, you know, out in the woods, or they're out in the middle of winter, I should say, and Joel's just, you know, in the garage. But they just didn't say what happened to him. So I'm glad that that's there. But again, the story of what actually happened was not amazing. So finds the first aid kit, stitches them up, they go on their way. And I still don't know how someone like that could survive. I'm not a doctor, and I have no real medical background. But usually someone getting impaled on a rebar spike, that's a pretty big deal. It's not something that you just like, oh, let me just rub some antibiotic on there and I'll be okay. Like, that's something that requires major surgery. You're not talking about a superficial wound there. You're talking about, like, major organs being pierced. It looked like one of his kidneys was, like, impaled from the way it hit him. But, yeah, like I said, I'm not blown away by this, and if I'd known that it was going to be, one, as short as it was, and two, as non-fulfilling as it was, I probably wouldn't have done this. I would have just continued The Walking Dead. But that being said, The Walking Dead, I know I already uploaded the first episode of Season 3 when my iMac went down, because that was the only other video I had currently available when the display went. So we uploaded the first video of Season 3, but we are definitely going to be going back to that, and we are going to be playing all of Season 3 from start to finish. Just because I've kind of been on a Telltale Games kick recently. Obviously we did all The Walking Dead, we did all of the Batman Telltale game, we did all of the Game of Thrones Telltale game, and even the games that are similar but different, like for instance, you know, we did Life is Strange, which was, man, that was like a year ago by now. But I mean, I really like those choose your own adventure things, but only if they have, if like the decisions that you make are truly meaningful. There was a couple examples both in Game of Thrones as well as the Batman Telltale game where you'd make a decision and then it didn't really, you'd be like, alright, I'm gonna go left, and then, you know, you start to go left and you're like, well, the character's like, I'm gonna go right instead. The illusion of choice in video games pisses me off so much. If you're gonna have them do two different storylines, have them have two different storylines. Cannot stress that enough. But we're gonna be finishing up The Walking Dead, and then hopefully by the time that wraps up, we should have at least the first episode of Life is Strange Before the Storm. I'm very excited to play it. Hey, don't go normal. Hooray. Now I get to play the same 40 minutes of content on hard mode, or hard mode plus, or normal mode plus, whatever. But we're going to wrap things up right here, guys. A little bit of a short episode, but that's okay. The last few have been a little bit long because of my crappy computer problems. But my loss is your gain, so enjoy it while you can. If you had a good time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. I put up new videos every day around noontime Pacific, which is 3 p.m. Eastern. I also have a Twitter and Instagram. On Twitter, you can follow me at JornaGaming, all one word. And then on Instagram, you can follow me at Jorna_gaming. I'm kind of new to Instagram, but, you know, I still post up random-ass pictures as frequently as I can. Mostly it's just me dicking around, which is half the fun, am I right? Until next time, guys, my name has been Jorna. That's Joarna. And I will see you all in the next video.